Hello fellow knobheads and beat people, I'm George, the gentleman rocker, and this is GadgetGaijin. And today we're talking about a drum gadget, and it's called London, and it's a very straightforward drum machine. If you take a look at the app, you have 8 slots for samples, but in the upper left corner you can choose your drum kit, and you have, I guess, 63 drum kits, and they're all based on a kind of music style. So you get 8 sounds that match this style. So you can take a look what's the style you're doing. Most of the time you get some standard sounds, like there's a kick, snare, rim sounds, hi-hats, and some other effect stuff or instruments that match the music. And most of the time you can switch them out, so you can change to another drum kit and it'll have the same sounds. But sometimes it's like you get a rim shot instead of a snare or something like that. So let's take a look what's on the upper right side. There you can choose the multi-effect, or the effect that you can send the sounds to if you want to. And there are a bunch of effects. Peak EQ, 2-band EQ, low pass and high pass filters, band pass filters, some kind of compression, tube drives, and more effect sounds like delays and reverbs, ensemble effects. And you get to pitch shifting, grain shifting stuff later on. And you have 2 knobs to change some settings of the effects. It's not much, but you can do a lot with it. If you take a look at the lower part of the gadget, you have the 8 pads that play the sounds. And over that you can change if it's a one-shot sound or a gated sound, which just means one shot is you trigger the note and it plays the whole sample. And gate means the sample is played as long as you trigger the note from the sequencer. Over that you have the time pot, and this is another way to shorten the sound. So you can, if you have one-shot sounds that are too long, you can shorten them with the time setting. Over that we have tune. It lets you tune the sound. If you take a look at the upper border, there are 3 buttons and they're called mode selection. With them you change the whole setup or look of the gadget. If you go from the edit page, that's the one I described to you, to the effects page, you have some other settings. So you can play starting from the bottom. You can play the sound again, but there are 2 buttons over the pad. One is called reverse, which plays the sample in reverse. And the other one changes if the sound goes through the effect or not. So you can, for instance, put a reverb onto the sound or gated reverb, and just send the snare through it and have the settings for that. Over that, there's a pod called Low Boost, where you boost the sound, but not in volume, but in presence in the lower region to give it more punch, not really, more body. Punch is another one. It's over the low boost, and that's where you change how much impact the sound has. And over that, it's the same as on the edits page. You get the name of the sound that you're playing, and if you press it, you can choose another one. So if there's one sound that you think really sucks, just change it to another one. You can even save your user drum kits. Just select the drum kit, give it another name, and you're ready to go. The third page is the mixer page, and starting from the bottom, you have a slider for the level of this individual instrument. So you can level the sounds that they match, whatever you want them to match. You can mute sounds. So if you don't want to hear the hi-hats, mute them and they will not be played. And the button right to the mute button changes in which choke group the sound is played. So if you have it off, the sound is played normally. If you have in choke group 1, A or B, other sounds in this group will cut the sound off. So if you have, for instance, hi-hats, open hi-hats and closed hi-hats, you can put them in the same choke group and they will never play at the same time. Like a drummer couldn't play the hi-hats open and closed at the same time. Over that you have panning, so you can pan individual sounds left or right. And that's it. That's the whole drum machine. It's really straightforward. Just select a drum kit, any kind of drum kit. Start with the standard one. Put in a straight beat, kick, snare, hi-hats. And then drive through the different drum kits till you find something you like. Or take a look at the names. Mostly they tell you what they are made for, like Disco Nova, Soul Boy. I mean, they're really Junglist, Acoustic Room, Trap Master. They're really speaking what they sound like, and most of the time it matches the name, so you can get an idea what the drum kit will sound like. And after that, you have chosen your drum kit, take a look at the other sounds that are in there, use them, and build your beat. And with that, you have a good fundamental for every song, straight beat, ready to go. Okay, cool. That's all I can really tell you about this gadget. There's nothing more in it, which is good in my opinion. And this is something that you get with nearly all the gadgets. They are really straightforward and just right for one thing that they do. And tomorrow we will look at another one, or in the next episode we will look at another one, which will go online tomorrow. And this is Chicago, which is an acid bassline synthesizer. And as together with this London drum machine, they are both really specific in what they do and really straightforward to use. So please take a look at the other episodes. I will do episodes for every gadget, and subscribe to this channel if you want to be informed about new ones. I will get gadget news on here whenever there's something new to inform you about. If you have questions about this gadget or any other gadget, just put them in the comments below and I will try to answer them for you. Hopefully there's something in it that I can give you more information about. Yeah, and check all the other videos later on. I'm George, the Gentleman Rocker. See you later.